Hello friends, now we are going to talk about array list in Java. So what is an array list? An array list is similar to an array which is used to store multiple values within a given name. But the main difference is that an array list is a resizable array. This means that it is an array which does not have any fixed size, meaning that we can remove elements from the array and add new elements at any time we want in the array, and it is not going to have any problem. I mentioned previously that arrays are of fixed size, meaning that when we declare and initialize the array already, we cannot modify its size again. That is why ArrayLists is here to solve that given problem, meaning that it is going to also store multiple values, but we can decide to modify the size of the array list by adding or removing elements at any time we want. Also, ArrayList comes with default or inbuilt methods in the ArrayList class, which makes manipulation of the array list very easy. That means it has methods for doing many things easily, like adding and removing elements and so on. So to get started using ArrayList, we need to import the ArrayList class too. Import java.util and then .array and then list. Now let's create an array list. So to declare an array list, the first thing we write is the array list keyword, array list, and then after that I will write a less than followed by a greater than symbol. Within these two symbols, now I will specify the data type of my array list. Just like an array list only stores elements of the same data type. So all the elements in the array list must have the same data type, which we are going to specify here. And the array list I want to create is going to be an array list that it will store the names of different foods. This means it's supposed to be a string. Now I'm going to give it a name, which is foods, and then I will set this equal to new array list followed by a less than and greater than symbol again. I don't know if there's any given name for this, but I will just call them less than and greater than symbols, and then a set of parentheses now. So here we have declared and initialized our array list. Now we can get started adding elements within this array list. So to add an element within the array list, and one thing to notice is that we have not specified any size at any given point here. So we have just declared our array list and initialize it with the new keyword. But now let's add elements within this array list. So to add an element, I will simply write the name of the array list, which is food, and then I will use the .add method. This method is already inbuilt in the array list class, which we imported here. So I'm saying array list.add, and then I'm going to simply specify the value which I want to add into this list. The first food I will add will be apple. So this simply adds a value to our array list. Let me add two more food to the list. You can see that here we have not specified any index also before adding any value. The second food will be mango, and the third food will be banana. Now that we have added the different values to the array list, let's print out this list to display its values. I'm going to use my augmented for loop to do that. So as I said, this variable fruit is simply going to enable us to iterate through this array list, and at every iteration it is going to store a given value of this fruit array list. This means at the first iteration the value of fruit is going to be apple, and then the second iteration it is going to store mango, and the third iteration it is going to be banana. This means to print the different values of the array list at each iteration, we can simply access these values by writing this food variable. Now let's save this and we will run our program. We see we are displayed apple, mango and banana. Now in order to display the elements of the array list, we don't even need a loop. If you want, we can simply display the elements by writing the list name within our system.out.println method. So to display the elements or values stored within this array list, it is as simple as just writing the name of the array list. But before that, I will write a small string which says fruits and then colon, and then I will simply concatenate the name of the array list fruits. So we see that just by doing this, we are able to display the values within the array list. That is what I'm going to show you now. So we see fruits, apple, mango, and banana. Now let's see some other methods which come with this array list class that can enable us to work with our array list. We have already seen how to add elements into the array list using the add method. Now let's see another method which enables us to get or see the value stored within a given position in our array list. So I'm going to write the name of the array list, which is fruit, and then I will say dot get, after the get a set of parentheses. So within this I can specify an index which I want to get. So if I specify any index here, this dot get method is going to go into our fruits array list and then return the value which is at the given position which we are going to specify here. So for example, I want to get the element at index 1, which is going to be mango. Remember that indexes always begin at 0. So if I put 0 here, it is going to get the first element, but if I put 1, it is going to get the second element instead. And I've put this within a system.out.println method so that it should actually print this value in our console. So let's check our results. Okay, we see we first display the array list as we have in our program, and then this is what we are interested in now. We have gotten the element at index 1, which is mango, as expected. Now let me show you how we can get the size or the total size of the array list. So I'm going to simply copy this and paste below, and then since this time around we want to get the size, we are also going to print it. That is why I've written it within print method. But what we are interested in is the size method. So I will say fruit, which is the name of the array list, and then dot size. This is going to return the size of the array list, and it does not take any argument. So let's save this again and we check the size. We are going to check for the size of our array list, and we see that the size of the array list is displayed as 3 because there are 3 elements precisely in the array list. Now the last array list method we are going to see in this video is how to remove an element from the array list. So to remove the element from the array list, we are going to use the remove method, and we will do that simply by writing the name of the array list fruit and then dot remove. This is another method inbuilt within the array list class, dot remove, and then now I will specify the element which I want to remove from the list. The element I want to remove, double quotes, is just because it is a string. If it was an array list of integers, I will not need to put double quotes. Let's say I want to remove the element banana. I will simply write banana, and this removes banana from our list. Now after removing this, I want to display the list for us to see the list after removal. So after we have removed banana, we will display the list one more time to see if banana was effectively removed. So this time around, I will say fruit after removal of banana. Now let's run this again. Okay, we see we first displayed fruits in the first place on the first line, and then here we have the other outputs of the other operations we have been doing. This one is we got the value at index 1. Here we got the size of the array list, and then here we have fruits after removal. This is what we are actually interested in now. Fruits after removal of banana, we have just apple and mango because we removed the value banana from our array list. Okay guys, so that is how to use array list in Java.